What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Just over 24 hours to go until Arsenal go to Tottenham for a game that could get us back in the Champions League. Listening to that music on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, you can make plans on Thursday next season, we hope, because Arsenal will not be playing. Or is it all going to come crashing down and all of a sudden a nervy last two games of the season? Big up everyone for tuning in. Hope you're well. Happy Wednesday to everybody and appreciate all your support on the channel as always. Let me slow this down a minute, people. Let's go into Eric Dyer mode, people. Our brother's pretty slow. Let's go to Eric Dyer mode. I ain't throwing that shade on any Arsenal players. Let me slow it down. Big up to everyone for tuning in. The champion. Yeah, that's what we want to hear, people. That's what we want to hear. Listen, the background. Come on. I know he done us dirty. He went to United. He played the piano. But he just took a whole heap of money from him and flopped there anyway. I still remember prime Alexis at the Emirates, man. Smash that like button, people. Big up your damn self. Big up Damian, who said, present Curtis, take attendance. BX Gunner said, give my Tuesdays and Wednesdays open for the rest of the year, please. Come on, man. Make us busy. Big up Luke, who said, big up Big C. It's my birthday today, celebrating 23 years of existence. Big up your damn self, Luca. Happy birthday from me and all of the community. Have a great day. And let's hope Arsenal continue the birthday celebrations right on into the weekend. See you, net. Big up your damn selves, people. Twitch gang, YouTube gang, all of that. Pep Tetter's in the building. Big up yourself. Big up Juice checking in from Chi-Town. Sanchez is low-key an Emirates legend. No low-key about it. One of the best players we've ever seen at the Emirates. He is an Emirates legend, despite the piano playing at United, which wasn't great. Big up South London's finest, shouting out Luca. Lord said, big up Big C. When you going to know if you're coming to Baltimore, my guy? Let's link up. I believe I got an email from Arsenal saying the tickets go on sale tomorrow in the UK. So I'm going to try and get my ticket. And I'm going to try and get it all sorted, you know. I'm going to try and sort all of it. Hoping Man City drop points. Man City against Wolves tonight. Obviously, Liverpool collected their 3 points at Villa yesterday. Weren't at their best, but they got the win. I still think there's going to be a twist in the title race. And I've predicted it for a while. I think West Ham away is going to be the game where Manchester City drop points. I think they play them away from home this weekend. They got no Kyle Walker, no Ruben Diaz. Who was the other one? They've got another defender out as well. No John Stones. I think Bowen and Antonio are going to deal with them. What's up, Big C? The Arsenal will win 3-1. Let's hope so. Seb said, big up Curtis and the C unit. Don't forget, people, we will be doing a member stream at 4:30 today. So if you're a member on the channel of a certain level, obviously get yourselves on. Hopefully see the usual suspects in there. Maybe a couple of you making your debut. Lucas said, thanks for all the birthday wishes. Big up your damn self. Big up Youssef, who said, new here. Big up Curtis. Always love your videos. Appreciate the support. And can you hear that champion? Oh, man, listen. Let's just cool with that. Let's just cool. Anyway, let's get into today's show, people. Press conference reaction. We'll look ahead to the game. Couple of bits of transfer news. About an hour. Get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. 4:30 member stream, people. So, Amo said, who is your preferred choice for the league title? Right, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit caught in the middle with this. On one hand, I would rather Man City won it because I've got a few friends and family members who are Liverpool fans and they won't stop talking if they win the league again, right? So in that point of view, I would rather Man City won the league, right? Because Liverpool fans, they don't give it a rest when they win a trophy. Where I'm a little bit caught in the middle, I put some money on Liverpool to win the title at the start of the season at 8-1. So Liverpool winning the title could be the difference between Butlins and the Bahamas for my summer holiday. So I'm in a win-win situation, if you like. You know what I mean? I'm in a win-win situation. So there's my answer, you know. Emmanuel said, I love this community repping us in Canada. Any plans for streams to review the season? Bro, if we get Champions League, Do you know how many streams I'm going to do talking about how the season went and reviews? We won't stop doing them. If we finish 5th, it might just be a quick half an hour one, and that is the end of it, you know. Big C, your thoughts on Fogger and Gunner? Do you know when you see those kind of stories, anyone in the hip-hop community who knows about your hip-hop, you know about this. It's like, you know, sometimes you hear these rappers talk and you're like, yeah, whatever, man. Every rapper talks like that anyway. But when these men are getting pulled up on them RICO charges, I'm like, raw, these men actually mean what they say. So, boy, they need to get a good lawyer, man. That's all I'm saying. It sounds like them man are in real trouble. So, yeah, man. Listen, what can I say? What can I say? If they did it, they're going to be in trouble, innit? It's one of them. Steve said Bahamas all day. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind. I need the sunshine. It's raining today in the UK, man. Shibe said, how do I get on the member stream? If you're a platinum or a diamond member, I'll post the link on the community page after this stream and we go live at 4:30. I put the link in the chat and you get yourself on there if you want to come on. It is what it is. Right, man said they ain't pushing P no more. Jeez, they ain't still. Right, let's get into Arsenal. Daily Jesus, not even Jesus, Daily Jesus. You know, they say you need God, you need Jesus in your life. We have got him, and it's Gabriel Jesus. And we've got some news on him from Fabrizio. And he interviewed Gabriel Jesus' agent, and his response was very interesting when he was asked about Arsenal, you know. He was quite open with it. And Fabrizio Romano asked him about the interest from Arsenal. This was the response of Marcelo Pettinati, who is his agent, who apparently has done business before with Edu, has said, we had talks with Arsenal about Gabriel Jesus. We like the project. It's a possibility that we're discussing. It's a possibility that we're discussing. He also went on to say there are 6 more clubs interested in Gabriel Jesus. He's focused on the final games with Manchester City, and then we'll see. Listen, I'm throwing this one out there. We all saw Haaland get announced yesterday, right? Haaland got announced yesterday. You ain't getting much game time next season at Manchester City. And if you are, you're playing right wing, or you're coming on for 20 minutes when Haaland needs a rest. It's the World Cup year. These men need to play football. The Brazilian national team manager has apparently told Gabriel Jesus, you need to play on a regular basis. They've been playing Neymar central, sometimes Firmino, sometimes Richarlison. There is a lot of traffic in front of him right now. You know, you got the likes of Rafinha and Vinicius Jr. playing out wide. You got Anthony who plays for Ajax. He needs to play first team football. I've said it. I think this deal's going to happen. I'm calling it from now. I think if we get Champions League football this week or next week, I think Jesus joins Arsenal because it just makes so much sense from an Arsenal point of view. He's Brazilian. Edu's worked with him, right, with the Brazilian national team. Manchester City player, Arteta has worked with him. So he knows the 2 main men when he comes to the club in terms of management. He's also been in the Brazil squad with Gabriel and with Martinelli. It's the Premier League. It's London. We're going to offer him more money. I think it's a no-brainer. And Arsenal will look at the striker market and go, well, Nunes is going to cost 70 million. Osimhen's going to cost 80 million. Jonathan David's going to cost 50. And they're all big, big gambles. We don't know how any of them would really adjust to the Premier League, even though we like what we've seen from some of them. You can get Jesus for 30, 40 million. Arsenal will be all over it. And I think this deal will happen. Even though penalty spot, as we were saying all summer, if it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. So at the same time, we'll probably end up signing, you know, Mitrovic or someone. But no, I reckon this deal will happen, to be honest. Cope said his granddad was a big Liverpool fan. I've always had a soft spot for them. His mum supports the Toffees. I'm also hoping they get themselves safe. I think Everton will stay up. I really do. Hey, Southland, I see you on Twitter calling for Lautaro Martinez a few times. As I've always said with this guy, I like him. I think he's a good player. If he came to Arsenal, I would be excited. I just have this issue with, can he play up front by himself? All his success at Inter Milan has been in a 2. With Lukaku doing the dirty work, holding the ball up. This season it's been Edin Dzeko. can Martinez come to the Prem and play up front by himself? And that is the risk. I do like him, and obviously he scored a great goal against Liverpool, but I just think Arsenal are going to try, because we need to sign so many players this summer. I think anywhere Arsenal can save money, they will do it. If they can get Jesus for 30, 40 million rather than spending 60, 70, 80 million, I think they will do that, because I think Arsenal need to go and get 6, 7, maybe 8 players in the summer. Yardman Gunners for Life said, Big C, how confident are you going into the game tomorrow? I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not the type to cap. I'm 50-50. I'm not overly confident, but I'm also not overly cautious. On one hand, you've got to look at it and go, well, we haven't beaten Tottenham at their ground for 7 years. So why should we be overly confident? My confidence more comes from we're in good form. We've won our last 4 games. I think Tottenham are more vulnerable when they have to come and attack you. You saw against Liverpool, they found it very comfortable sitting back and hitting you on the break. I don't think they can afford to do that against Arsenal. I think they're going to have to attack us, and hopefully we can catch them on the counter-attack. I predicted a 2-2 draw, and I would take a draw. You offered me a draw right now, I'll take it, because then it means we need 1 win out of Newcastle and Everton, and I think we will get that. Obviously, if we can win tomorrow, it's unbelievable. It's celebration time. I'm very nervous for that game, but also very excited, because it's nice to be at the back end of the season and have games that actually mean something rather than no pressure FC. Gambian Guna said, big up Big C in the community. I'm confident and gazed for the game. I can't lie. I think we will win. I hope you're right. I hope you are right. Peely said, I'm feeling pretty positive that we won't lose. A draw or a narrow win is very much on. Shibe said, I'm bricking it, Curtly. Conte versus our cone merchant. Listen, he's beat Tuchel, he's beat Moyes, he's beat Ranić in the last few weeks. He needs to step up now. Conte, as I said, I think this is the hardest game of the season. Not in terms of, all right, Man City and Liverpool away is the hardest game on paper. I'm talking about this is the most pressure that Arsenal have had on them. When we go Man City away, 99% of the fan base expect us to get beat, so the pressure isn't the same. This is Tottenham away from home in their new stadium under the lights. I always think that games at night time are just a little bit, I don't know, the feeling's a little bit different. For an evening game, it's going to be massive. I actually cannot wait for the game. As I said tomorrow, people, we're going to do a long watch along. I'm going to go live an hour before kickoff so we can get the team news being revealed, and we'll do an hour after the game. Depending on the result, if we've lost, I'm sure I'll round that up very quickly. But as we've seen, just to get back to the topic, Gabriel Jesus' agent has confirmed they have had talks with Arsenal. They do like the project, and he is interested. For me, I think he's probably said to Arsenal, listen, get Champions League and we'll wrap this up at the end of the season. Obviously, Jesus will want to play his last few games, see if they can win the title. I expect this deal to happen in the summer for Gabriel Jesus. I really do. CD said, be absolutely honest, Curtis. Who do you want to see win in the Premier League, City or Liverpool? I'm a Liverpool fan. I want Arsenal to hopefully get a good result, make it top 4. Like I said, man, maybe I go for Liverpool for the money because of the bet I've gotten. You know, why not? What do I lose? Whoever wins it, you know, at least I get a better holiday. Hendon Guna said, I'm relaxed about the match. Conte will find it hard to go all out attack. I think it will be a cagey, boring draw. Interesting. Tillemans also loves the project, but the Champions League is priority. I think Arsenal will have deals verbally agreed with a lot of these players. With Tillemans probably as well, where he said, you know what? This is how much money I want. Arsenal have negotiated. Yep. This is how many years. Yep. Right. The only thing I need, Champions League football. So they go, right. Once, hopefully, we qualify for the Champions League, you're going to sign that deal. Yeah, cool. I'll do that deal. Now, obviously, things can always change if another club decides at the last minute. Real Madrid decide at the last minute, oh, we'll take Gabriel Jesus. All of a sudden, Jesus wants nothing to do with Arsenal. That's always the risk. Jarman said, we go into the next level. We go into the next level hangs on the Champions League. Totally agree. We'll be shopping in Harrods, not in Aldi. You know, not TK Maxx, the sale rack. Europa League, that doesn't excite big players. It just doesn't. It's different. People say, yeah, but you got Aubameyang when you was in the Europa League, or you got Thomas Partey when you was in the Europa League. We hadn't been in the Europa League for long. So when you go to negotiate with them players, you're going to say, listen, we're a Champions League club, but we've had a little blip. We fell into the Europa League. We'll probably win it, and we'll be back in the Champions League within 12 months. Also, we're going to double your wages. And players will go, all right, it's Arsenal, it's the Prem, my wages are going through the roof, I want a new Lambo, I'll do it. When you haven't been in the Champions League for 5 years, you are not a Champions League club anymore. So if we go into the Europa League, we will not be able to get the same players that we can in the Champions League. It's different from Manchester United because they pay the huge money. We will not do that. You can see we've tried to cut the wage bill under Arteta. So I don't buy into that narrative that we can get the same players with Europa League and Champions League. I really don't. Not at Arsenal, not under these circumstances. E. Ross said, enjoy the game tomorrow, Big C. It's going to be lit. I don't think I've ever been looking forward to a watch-along as much as this, but also so nervous about it. So much riding on it because I just have this horrible feeling if we get beat, we're going to crumble. So we have to win. A draw would be a great result, though. I would take it. Wasim said, I don't know if I should say his name right now. I don't know if the community are over it. I feel like we've dealt with this situation now. So I feel like I can say it. Yeah, Aubameyang scored 2 goals yesterday. They won 3-1. We're going to move on. I don't want the people coming for me. We're all kind of on a good level at the moment. The word Aubameyang was banned for a little while from the comments. Gambian Gunnar said, put some respect on Audi. Was my favourite spot back in the day when cash was low. Listen, you got to do what you got to do. No disrespect to Audi, man. Listen, if they want to sponsor the channel as well, you know, I'm ready for it. We can do it. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, the A word. But I think we're cool now. Now we're doing well. We can accept the Aubameyang situation and we can have that conversation. Maybe it was best for all parties, you know. But hey, short and sweet. Abba who? Yeah, exactly. Chris said, Curtis, plus United doesn't spend more than 2 years out of the Champions League. You watch these mugs will spend 200 million this summer trying to get back into the Champions League. Well, I think they probably have to. I got to be honest, Chris. I think, looking at United, I think they need to get rid of probably 10 players. I think I was reading that 5 are out of contract. They probably got to sell another 5 on top of that. So I think they're going to have to spend 200 mil. But they need to buy the right players. Abby said, love my Audi lid. Listen, I respect it, man. We're just coming out of a pandemic, man. You see all these gas prices and electricity prices going up. Do what you got to do, man. I respect it. Jazzmeat said, we'll lose 3-0, then draw to Newcastle, hence 5th. Oh, Jazzmeat's nice and confident then. Big up for the super chat. Listen, I was saying if we lose to Tottenham, all of a sudden, that Newcastle game looks horrible. And I think we'll struggle because the pressure will go through the roof. Arsenal, their number one priority tomorrow night is do not get beat, right? I can more than accept Arsenal drawing that game tomorrow. Do not get beat. My biggest concern is how Arsenal deal with that Tottenham front three. That's my biggest concern. You know, 3 players in form. We have to have a plan. We have to deal with them. Bro, 1-0 to Arsenal. We beat Newcastle and we finished 3rd. Listen, I hope you're right. Mr. Ming said, love the Sanchez background. Listen, we all kind of turned on him when he went to United, but he flopped there. And for me, I've said openly, this is one of my favourite players that I've probably ever seen at Arsenal live in the flesh. He was just so exciting to watch. South London's finally said, we have to strike if we get Champions League football. We can't sit on our hands, Big C, like we did under Wenger. And you're spot on there because let's face it, if Arsenal get top 4, there's no guarantee we get top 4 next season because United will go crazy in the market. Conte will spend. Chelsea and City and Liverpool will all spend as well. We might have one summer where it's like, right, you can go and buy players in Harrods. You can buy the best players or some of the best players. Obviously, we can't quite get the Haalands and Mbappes. That's too much. So you might have 1 year to get a higher level of player. And if you don't do it, all of a sudden next year, you're in the Europa League and you're back to square one. This, for me, needs to be Arsenal's biggest ever transfer window. We spent 150 million last season. We need to spend more. We need to spend 200 million this summer, in my opinion. So we'll have to see. Someone's being a hero. I want to see Saka, Martinelli. Make yourselves a hero tomorrow. Make yourselves an absolute hero. AT7 said, Big C, Cruz is a baller. You think he can make it to the highest level? I'm rooting for him. I hope so. I hope so. Listen, he's young. He's a long way off, you know, and I always tell him, I saw players when I was growing up who, when we were young, they were the best players in their team. 2 years later, they disappeared. Football changes year by year. Just enjoy it, work hard, and see where it takes you, you know. Bill's World said, Jesus is not a good option. Trust me, mark my words. He will fail at Arsenal. Why would you think Jesus is better than Latorre? Do you know what? I don't think he is better necessarily. Sometimes it's not about being better. It's about fitting the system more. It's about fitting the style of football. You know, I saw an interview. I always go back to this interview with Vincent Kompany, why he said him and Jerome Boateng didn't hit it off as a centre-back partnership. They just didn't have the dynamics that each other could work off. And Jerome Boateng was a World Cup winner, Champions League winner. When Joleon Lescott came in, now Lescott wasn't as good as Boateng. Them two hit it off. I don't think Lautaro is worse than Jesus. I think Jesus fits what Mikel Arteta wants. He presses, he's high energy, can play up front by himself, he can poach, he can score, he can play wide. I don't think Lautaro can do all of that. That's not to say he's not a better striker. I just think he's better in a 2 than a 1. Big up Nathan, who said, would Jesus and Tielemans be a good start to the window? I'd take Jesus and I like Tielemans, but I'd prefer Neves. I think the key word in everything you've said there is start. Those two can't be the big signings of the summer. They're not enough. If you get Jesus and Tielemans after the season, I'd say, all right, that's good. Now what? Where's the big one? Where's Gnabry? Where's Sterling? I need something bigger. The key word there is start. If they were the headline names of the summer, I'd be like, good, but not quite enough, you know. Emmanuel said, Jesus has numbers. People have to stop the BS. Jesus is a baller. Listen, I like the fact that people want top quality to come into the football club. There's nothing wrong with that. I think what you have to understand, first of all, Jesus is better than Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah. That's the first perspective to take on it, in my opinion. He's better than both of our current strikers, and he's cheap. And that will maybe give Arsenal more money to go and spend more in other areas. So we'll see. We'll see. Big up the cone unit. Yo, this cone thing. You know what? Right now, though, I'm not mad with the cones. The cones are working right now, so we'll see. Right, let's move on to the next story. And this has an effect on the previous story that we spoke about. And this is a story that I spoke about yesterday. Now, the community was moving wild yesterday for a Tuesday. 48% of the community said that they would give our boy Eddie Nketiah a new contract, which surprised me. But it is what it is. I respect the opinion. 52% said they didn't want him. I think you know where I am in terms of that. But we have a story today that affects Eddie Nketiah, and this affects the conversation we had yesterday. And this is why I wouldn't give this guy a new contract. Right, John Cross, Mr. Warchest, who always seemed to bring out a story every year saying that Wenger was going to blow up the transfer market with a war chest. He seems to cover Chelsea more than Arsenal nowadays, which isn't a bad thing, to be honest. Community timeout, I hear you. Arsenal are pulling out all the stops to keep Eddie Nketiah and remain hopeful of being able to strike a deal after holding further talks with his representatives. I mean, oh dear. I mean, the look on Eddie's face, he looks as surprised as me, mate. Look at him like, damn, they want to keep me? Eddie. Listen, man, recency bias is holding back my people, man. Don't get caught in this hype. I'm sorry. Yeah, he scored a few goals in the last few games. He's running his socks off. He can press. Let me tell you, people, Lacazette put the ball on the floor. He literally laid it down on the floor and said, anyone who comes in this team and works hard and runs a bit and has a few shots is going to look better than Lacazette. I can't even lie, people. Respectfully, Eddie's done well since he's come in the last 4 games, yeah. But let's not get carried away. I mean, pulling out all the stops. are words that should not be associated with an Eddie Nketiah new contract. By the way, John Cross is very unreliable. Under Arsene Wenger, people said he had a lot of information. I believe he isn't that good anymore, right? He seems to deal with Chelsea. Arteta and them man must have told him to do one. Where this story I start to press the panic button is here. Let me bring this up for you people. This is where it starts to panic me. And I said yesterday that I believe this would happen. Arsenal are willing... People, if you're listening in and you're not watching right, just give yourselves a second to make sure you hear this right. Arsenal are willing to dramatically increase Eddie Nketiah's salary from being one of the lowest paid first teamers into being a big earner, which would mean they would then only end up signing one striker, with Gabriel Jesus firmly on their radar. Man said, John, stop the cross. Now, I'm telling you now, those words that I've just read out, they're hurting me, people. They're like a toothache. I don't like that. I said yesterday, if we go into next season with Jesus as number 1 and Eddie Nketiah number 2, I'm seriously concerned. You're one injury away from Eddie Nketiah starting at the Bernabeu or at the Nou Camp or at Bayern Munich. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to run. You ain't winning nothing with that. I'm sorry. 4 good games. Yeah, shall I lock it? Shall I just lock it, people? It's coming from John Cross. That's my only hope. Listen, Brett says we're a social experiment. I've told you many times, we are the Truman Show FC. It's all happening for the sake of the Amazon documentary. They're going to give... So, just to put things into context, right? And I'm hoping this is just John Cross capping, because he is a bit of a waste man when it comes to these kind of headlines. Eddie Nketiah earns 45 grand a week at the moment. Man are saying end the stream, I'm telling you. Eddie Nketiah earns 45 grand a week at the moment. That was a deal that he signed when he'd just come out of the under-23s. So they're saying they want to transform him from being one of the lowest paid to being a big earner. So how much do you reckon they're going to offer him? 70, 80 grand a week? He's going to get at least 4 years. Second choice. I mean, I'm sorry, people, but for me, Gabriel Jesus being your number 1 striker and Eddie Nketiah being your second choice, that can't run for me. That can't run for me. I'm sorry. I don't see how that works because they're too similar. They're both kind of small. They both press. Nah, not having it. And this is what's going to happen. Our only hope is that someone like West Ham actually pull Eddie Nketiah and he rejects us. Listen, we spoke about it yesterday, Gunnar. I knew this was coming. They'll sign a striker, Jesus, on the cheap. They'll give Eddie a new deal and they'll move. They ain't buying 2 strikers. They ain't getting Nunes. They ain't getting Osimhen. And they ain't getting Lautaro. So get ready for it, people. Get ready for it. Jashar, big up, bro. He said, big up, Curtis. Eddie's staying. He has the same agent as Saka and Balogun, who both signed late contract renewals. Eddie, my guy. Oh, Josh, it's too early in the week for this. I'm telling you. It's too early in the week. Ghost said, give Eddie the bag. Yeah, I'll give him a bag, mate. A suitcase. Pack your stuff and move to West Ham. That's the bag I'd give him. Liam O'Donnell said, bro, he's on 45k a week. He should get a pay cut. He should be on less. Never mind an increase. These men are going to drop 100 bags on Eddie, man. I'm telling you. I already see it. They're going to drop 100 bags on him. Do you know what I mean? They're going to tell us he's the best young striker in Europe. I already see it. I told you, on the day Manchester City announced Haaland, we announced El Neni. The next one's going to be Eddie Nketiah. It's all mad, people. He'll get the 14, probably, as well. You know, Thierry Henry went through, 8 years of making us one of the best teams in world football, making number 14 idolised by kids up and down the country. And Arsenal will probably give it to Eddie Nketiah. Eddie, number 14, signs the new deal. He's one of our own. Eddie 14. Get ready for it, people. We'll be in that new black kit in the Champions League with Nketiah 14 on the back, on about 90 grand a week. I can just see it, people. 88 LSK said, please just get rid of Eddie Murphy. We need more. From Henri to Eddie. Say no more, bro. Say no more. El Neni said, no, I'm better than Haaland. Jota and Diaz only earn 80k a week. That's the Michael Edwards effect, man. That's what happens when you've got Michael Edwards and we've got Edu, who likes to throw barbecues. You know, that's the difference. One's amazing at his job, the other one not so good. Hugh said, please stop, you're scaring me. Do you know what? Let me not ruin everyone's nerves. We got a North London derby tomorrow. Listen, if Eddie gets a 14 and 100 grand a week, I mean... I don't know. I don't know what to say. I prefer not to speak. Christian said, hey, Big C, do you think Conte will go to PSG if Spurs don't make top 4? I think he'll be interested. I just can't see how Antonio Conte works with Neymar and players like that. He's way too much of a disciplinarian. And you can clearly see that the players run the dressing room at PSG. I just don't know how a disciplinarian like him would work with Messi and Neymar and people like that. I think that he's way too strict. I think he would leave, though, to go there and get him out of Tottenham, that's for sure. End the stream. I'm telling you, get your Nketiah 14 shirts ordered, people. They're on their way. They're on their way. Omri angles, Shamak finishing, I'm telling you. Please give us a battle cry for tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow's going to be mad. It's going to be like Gladiator in here, people. I'm telling you. I'm going to have to tell the neighbour already not to ring the police because it's going to get noisy in here tomorrow night, let me tell you. Man said, I used to call you on my cell phone. Drake settings, man. Eddie's getting a new contract, people, on big money as well. Get your Nketiah 14s ready. Get Eddie a statue. If he scores against Tottenham tomorrow, that's it, mate. It's done. 1.9k watching. Smash the likes. 1k is the like target. Road to 50k. Follow the Twitch links in the description. Big up your damn self, South London's finest. Khalid said, just joined. Curtis, why are people telling to end the stream? Basically, Eddie Nketiah is being offered a big contract with a big pay rise. And that, for me, is enough to just lock a stream off. But anyway, let's get into the Cone Man himself. Let's get into the Cone Man, who is actually performing at the moment. So I may have to stop calling him the Cone Man, but you know what I mean. Mickey Ross is back, people. And he's leading us to the Champions League by the look of it. Although, as I said yesterday, so close, yet so far. We are one game away from the Champions League. We're also one game away from an absolute panic. So a lot can change in that 90 minutes that happens tomorrow. Mickey Ross, the boss, the Teflon Don, Cone Man music. Is he going to be the Teflon Don tomorrow up against Antonio Conte, an elite manager, a manager that I'm not even going to cap? I wanted at Arsenal, but listen, can he get us in the Champions League? If we beat Tottenham tomorrow, we can play the music. The lights will be shining. Plan your trips to the new camp, to the Bernabeu. Get your shirts ready, people, and go and raid the armory. Let's hear what he had to say. As I said in this title, for me, the biggest North London derby, probably in the last 18 years since we went there to win the title. On the team news, ahead of the game, he said Partey is out, Kieran Tierney is out, and with Ben White, he is still a doubt. We have to assess him and see how he's feeling, which is much better. With Bukayo, it's the same. So, injury doubts over Bukayo Saka. Now, listen, if Saka can even walk, then you know that brother's going to play. We know how it works. Arteta will be on the green screen Friday if we are in the Champions League. I can confirm. But that's, you know, it's a long 90 minutes away. I think we all knew Partey was out anyway. I think we all knew Tierney was out. And it seems as if Ben White is struggling to make it. I mean, is that a worry for you if Ben White doesn't make it? Holding against Kane, that worries me. I'm not even going to lie. Because I think Kane is very clever. And but Holding has played well the last couple of games. But I would have preferred to see the Ben White-Gabriel partnership. So it would be interesting. Bukayo, I'm sure, will play. I'm just sure of it. As long as he can walk. Nathan said, you heard that West Ham offered Rice an 8-year contract worth 200 grand a week. I mean, what do they think he's going to say to that deal? 8 years? Come on. Unless there's a release clause in there. He ain't signing that. That is for damn sure. 8-year deal. No chance. Not happening. Big up, Nathan. Hope you're well. He then goes on to say, on how he rates White and Saka's chances, he said, it's very difficult to rate with injuries. It's just how they feel for today. That's the last day that we can assess them and try to get the feeling. And I hear you on that, Tammy. I think it's, you know, Mourinho always used to do that. Oh, Hazard, he's 50-50 next minute he starts. It's mind games. Saka's going to play. We all know that. Ben White looks like there is a bit of a problem there with him. I haven't seen the pictures of training and whether he's trained yet. On the challenge facing him, he said it's the most exciting one. Probably we had others when we played finals against Chelsea and Liverpool in the FA Cup and Community Shield. I love how he says the Community Shield final. Although I suppose you do have to earn your way there, but, you know, it's a little bit of cap. He said it was the same. When you have the opportunity to achieve one of your objectives in the season, you just cannot wait to play the game because this is a job and the work you have done throughout the season to try and earn it. I mean, I remember last year, our last 5 games, I think we'd already blown even the Europa League. So it is great to be playing these games to try and get in the Champions League. It is. And listen, if you're ever going to throw shade in a press conference at the opponent's manager, I'm more than willing for you to fire shots at Antonio Conte today because, yeah, I would shamelessly do that. Even though, you know, if we lose, you would look stupid. So maybe don't go too far. But I'll take a little diss track from Mickey Ross at Conte. He then goes on to say, the message is clear. If we win against them, I like that. Don't even say their name. Yeah, them. We are in the Champions League next season. You don't need any motivation or to tell them anything more than that. The opportunity is there. We are going to play and go for it like we always do. It's how we have got into this position and it's how we are going to approach it. Yeah, man. Shoot the wig, Rowan. Take that wig off and that bald patch. Take it all off. Take the toupee off Conte's head, man. Yeah, when we play against them, we won't even say their name. Straight. Them. I'm backing him. I'm backing him. We've had problems. Yeah, yo, yes, sir. That's what I'm on. I'm on that right now. My manager settings. Don't mess it up. It's took him 2.5 years to get this kind of backing from me. I'm backing Arteta. We're going to war tomorrow. I'm going... The manager, the player, we're going for it. Them. Ain't even mentioning their name. I might even put Arsenal versus them tomorrow. That's what we're on. Straight disrespect. Straight down Seven Sisters High Road. And we're going there for war, people. I like that. I'm pumped. I wish the game was today. I'm going to have to do a 2 p.m. stream tomorrow, I think, to prepare me for the game in the evening. Now, like, I can't stay quiet all day. I'm going to be hyped up. It's straight war tomorrow. Paint the city red, people. Yeah, my captain Xhaka for tomorrow as well. All of these, man. I'm riding for all of this team. Listen, Gambian, I know, but you haven't seen me in this position since I've been making content. I will criticize this club, but I will defend them when the time's right as well. We're going to war tomorrow. It's my manager, Arteta. It's my skipper, Xhaka. Yeah, you might not have the armband on, but we're in this together. All of them. Even Eddie and Nketiah tomorrow, people. I'm defending Eddie. Yeah, you're an elite striker for 24 hours. After that, you're back to Sherman Klump. So, yeah, you got they get the full defence. Right, let's move, people. On Manchester City signing Erling Haaland, he said, we expect that every team is going to reinforce, get better every single year. That's been the case the last 3 or 4 years. Blah, blah, blah. Unprecedented in the Premier League. It's only going to get more and more difficult. All the panning. Oh, they're at it again. It just wouldn't be a press conference, would it, without a spelling mistake? Are they actually doing this on purpose? Like, are they doing this for banter right now? Or, listen, I don't want to disrespect the person who's writing this up. Maybe there's an issue. I don't know. Are they doing this for banter? Like, they call it planning. We're not panning. We're planning. We're one of, we've got like 19 million followers on social media. I would like to think you would spell check the press conference before you start putting it out like a 4-year-old's written it. It is what it is. But yeah, panning. Pressed for words, I'm telling you. Spelling settings, I don't get it. All the panning we have to do is to try and get to that level. I mean, listen, whatever works. If you pan us into the top 4, then we'll take it. But, someone with a GCSE maybe should write the transcript moving forward. I can't even lie. On speculation around Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! Do you know what? Maybe the whole time, Jesus and Nketiah have been calling each other. He's saying, yo, ring me, man, ring me. I'm on my way, bro. Then he said, yo, I'm on my way out of here, man. You know what I mean? I'm going. I don't know, man. I don't know. He said, you know, I don't talk about any players that are not with us. I mean, there you go. Pep probably said, listen, if you want to get Jesus offers for cheap, behave yourself. Yeah, behave yourself. Don't even mention him in the press conference or you ain't having him. So he's kept quiet. He's behaved himself. Graham said, Curtis, I think they deliberately make mistakes so you read it in full and enjoy spotting the errors. Yeah, maybe, man. It's like, where's Wally in it on a picture? You just look and try and find it. Maybe they're doing it. It enhances press conference reaction a little bit that they can't even spell. Man said, hello, Moto. Yo, I'm old school, you know. I remember my first mobile phone. The company was 1-to-1. Some of the older heads will remember 1-to-1. I had the Motorola with the what do you call it, man? I can't even, with the aerial, and used to pull the aerial up, and it had a massive OK button on it, and half my friends didn't even have phones. You know, the phone never rang. Credit was like, you know, I couldn't even deal with the credit. Most of the time I had no credit. That was my first phone. Motorola, I think it was a C520. Pull up aerial, it was all mad, you know. You had to shout to answer it. All mad people, 1-to-1. I'm sure 1-to-1 used to do adverts with Ian Wright, you know. Liam said, same, I had BT Cellnet. Come on, man. Yo, a lot of people don't know, you know. A lot of the streets don't remember these things. I had the Razor, the Nokia. You came straight into the game with a Nokia. You did well, I'm telling you. Nokia connecting people, Motorola. Someone just said BlackBerry. Listen, BlackBerry was when mobile phones hit their peak for me. Like, I don't know about anyone else. Has there ever been a better period in mobile phones when BlackBerries were at their top? You know, add me, man, add me. Ping the phone. It was all mad. I was at my peak them times. I can't lie, people, but we won't get into it. Josh Yard said, big up Curtis, you on the Ray and Nephew. Bro, tomorrow night's going to be settings. Let me tell you that. Tomorrow night is going to be settings. Motorola brick phone, Alcatel. BlackBerry was the best. Is the future orange. Snakes. Was Snakes on BlackBerry? I thought I had Snake on the Nokia. Nah, you know what? I didn't have the pages, you know. I didn't have the pages. That was a little bit before me. Blackberries, man. BBM height. What's your pin? Hey, yo, Algu, don't start all that. It was all mad. We won't talk about the sections that you had going on, but hey, we'll save that for another stream. Anyway, let me get back onto football before you lot start going off topic. Sidekicks, all kinds of phones. It was 3210 was legendary. Remember you could type in the ringtone. You used to type in and like put the ringtone. It was all mad. You could change the covers. I remember having changing the cover. What cover did I have? I think I had a Jamaica cover or so. It was all mad. But yeah, Corey, we move anyway. We move. You can't beat the old school chat though, man. Look, everyone's going mad now. 3310. It was all yo, brother. Man's got to check mirrors, you know, before I reverse. Anyway, let's move on. On having an employee giving the team talk before the Tottenham home game. He said, we tried, AirPod Albert, mate, will you give this team talk? I don't know what to say. I mean, do you know what? I have seen that in a dressing room before where a manager has got someone else to give a talk. Or even played things on a screen before, like I said, speeches and things like that. I don't think this team should need any motivation. Just put a picture up of the Champions League and put a picture up of the Europa League and say, which competition do you want to play in? There should be nothing needed to say. He said, we approach every game emotionally as well, the best way with the moments and people that can describe what a game means better than I do or in a different way than I do. We always try to find the right way to get the players in the right mindset. Listen, I'm sure his staff will say things. On what he has got planned this week, he said, whatever we do, it's always inside or closed and we will continue to do that. Yeah, he's not going to tell him, is he? What's going on? Look, everyone's on the phone convo now. It's all mad. Flashing aerials, 6150, Sony Walkman. That was a good one. When you could listen to the music and all that, it was mad. Bro, you said they all get 500k for getting Champions League. No speech needed. You know what I mean? I'll be like, listen, what do you want to drive this summer? You want a Vauxhall Corsa or you want a brand new Lamborghini? You tell me what you want. Yeah, you tell me. That's all I want to know. Man said, F that party at the Emirates. He then goes on to say, on if it's on it being a new experience at a full stadium for a lot of players. What? I'm sure they've all played at full stadiums now. Please give a motivational speech for tomorrow. I might pull out a speech for tomorrow. I can't lie. You've inspired me there. I might pull out a speech. He said it's different because the history of North London, we all know about it and what it means to the fans. What it means to the fans. After that, it's a football pitch with a lot of noise and a crowd that will be excited to support their team. We'll have our fans there as well, for sure, 100% behind the team. I mean, listen, all these players are experienced enough now. They've played in big stadiums. They play at the Emirates in front of 60,000. That should not have nothing to do with it. They need you. I have a dream settings, I'm telling you. On whether it's better to win the North London derby as a player or manager. Said the winning factor is always the best feeling. It's different, obviously, as a player and manager. In every occasion, it's not just about winning, and they're at it again. They're doing it on purpose. I'm telling you. They've put win him. So they've put the M instead of the N, so they're at it again. I think they're doing this on purpose, like spot the difference. Can I find the spelling mistakes? It's about how you win those matches and the experience that you go through throughout the 90 minutes, especially when you play at home in front of a crowd. I mean, is Mr. Blobby doing this? Like, I feel like, you know, when you just, you know, them people who are just heavy on the keyboard and they just bang and press about 4 buttons at once. I mean, what's going on here, man? Winning and pamming. It's all mad. It's absolutely crazy. Barla said, serious statement now. I'd take a draw right now. Then we need one win from Newcastle and Everton. 100%. 100%. But listen, if we can get that win, it would just be unbelievable to have it out the way and have 2 games with no pressure, you know? I'm telling you, Mr. Blobby's dealing with this. I want to see the guy who's typing this. Or girl, of course. On the home North London derby earlier in the season, he said, it's a lot of moments, I think, that define the season, especially ones that happened against Norwich at home as well. It was a turning point. Then we went to Burnley, managed to win. We had that game, we capitalised. We went to the next. It's difficult. It's a moment emotionally. That attachment with the fans helps to generate some moments. And the time, it certainly did. On how big this game feels, he said, well, we all know where we want to be and the competition that we want to be involved in. In order to be able to do that and achieve it through the Prem this season, we want to do it, and the opportunity is now ahead. Fingers, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. Darren said 3 points and qualifying for the Champions League at their ground. Not only do we get Champions League, we end their season. They would have 2 games left for no reason. You're finishing Europa League, you're playing for nothing. It just can't get, you know, you don't need motivation, man. You just don't need it. Biggest game of the season, no doubt. He then said, I'm bouncing back from the start of the season. He said, this is football. Things turn around quickly both ways. To be surrounded by good people, make sure you believe in what you do, be consistent. I think with time, things happened in the way that they have happened. In football, sometimes they don't. Here we go. The waffle's back. Sometimes they happen and sometimes they don't. So you need that element of luck. You need the element of support. And you need that ball to get in the net at the right moment when it needs to be. That is pure. That's pure Boris Johnson settings there, man. On being driven by the criticism. Yeah, you've had plenty of it, I'm telling you, from me as well. But, you know, we're getting there. He said, well, you have to be prepared for that. This club is built on the history and tells you that you have to be the best in the country. And you have to be, you have to win every competition you're involved with. And we have to deal with that pressure. And when you're not delivering results, it's part of the job. There you go. That's all I've said all along. When he's not delivering results, he deserves criticism. Craig said, Mikel Boris Johnson. By the way, I love that picture of Thierry. That game, man. Oh, that was Nou Camp, wasn't it? What a picture. He's got to take it. He knows it. He knows it as well. When it ain't happening, you got to take the heat, man. You'll get the praise. On whether Champions League qualification is like winning a trophy, oh, they're setting him up with this question. I'm telling you, Wenger used to get hammered for saying that. Big up Footy Talk who said, I'm starting kickboxing today, and if we don't get top 4, Nuno Tavares is getting it. I mean, listen, hopefully he won't be playing. No disrespect. Hopefully he won't be playing tomorrow. DV said, bless up Big C, just getting caught up with the stream. Pure waffles. Yeah, man, I'm not sure it'll be his fault. Yeah, the Bernabeu Big C. Yeah, come on. Did I not say the Bernabeu? What did I say? Bernabeu 1-0. What did I say? Nou Camp. Yeah, Bernabeu. You know what I meant. Bernabeu 1-0, Henry, Real Madrid, R9 in the mud, mate, that day. On whether Champions League qualification is like winning a trophy, he said, I've heard that quote now many times from different managers, and I think Arsene was the first one who said it. Yo, man, don't do that to him, man. Leave him alone. Now you got us all angry with Wenger. Oh, did I say the new camp? Apologies. You know what I meant. He could probably see what was happening in the league and the difficulty of achieving that. It was the way he described it, and it was the way he felt. I feel for the club, it would be extremely important. See, he's done well there. He's answered that so well. First of all, he's deflected the blame onto Wenger. And he's made sure that he didn't say top four was a trophy, because people would have hammered him if he said that. So I actually applaud him for that. That's the Boris Johnson settings in him. He's wormed his way out of that very well. I respect it. Do not say top four is a trophy, because that will create headlines. Loz said, Big C, how much higher would you rate Arteta this season if he gets it done this Thursday at our biggest rivals? Listen, I would say if he gets fourth, I would say he has fully earned the right now to be Arsenal manager. That's the biggest praise I can give him. I have never, up until this point, felt like Mikel Arteta was good enough to be Arsenal manager. Even the FA Cup win didn't convince me, because I didn't like what he'd done in the league and finishing 8th. If he gets 4th and beats Tottenham tomorrow, I will say, you know what? You deserve to be Arsenal manager right now, because you got 4th with a team that I don't even think should be 4th in the Prem. That's the biggest compliment I can give him. Simple as that. And that is a big compliment coming from me, trust me. But it's a big if. It's a big if. Guna Colt said, Champions League participation, not winning, is the best we have ever done. That is the expectation. The trophy is a dream and still a distant one. 4th is Arteta's graduation. Yeah, you've qualified. You've passed the course. Now you've got the job. Simple. You start your job once we get in the Champions League. Yeah, I'll be saying I've always rated him if we win tomorrow. You can get ready to clip that. That's going to be all over. Right, let's carry on. On whether this night would rival the title-winning game. See, he said, hopefully we can have this conversation and that can happen tomorrow. Then we can see what happens and what the fans would like to do. If he gets 4th tomorrow, it's not as big as getting the title at Tottenham. It can't match that. But we live in the present, the power of now. If you read that book, you know what I'm talking about. Eckhart Tolle. You know, I feel like the most important time in life, not just football, is right now. It can't rival winning the league at Tottenham, but it's what we need right now. It's the best we can achieve right now. So it's massive. It's absolutely massive. It really is. On it not all being on this result, he said, for me, it's more about excitement and the opportunity. When you have that in football, you have to go and deliver and do it. That's the mindset we all have for tomorrow. Arsenal fans, everyone in the chat, anyone who's watching, listening, tomorrow should be, for you as an Arsenal fan, one of the most exciting times. Even if you watched Arsenal become invincible, blah, 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 or if you didn't, if you're a bit younger and you didn't see that, tomorrow should be one of the most exciting games that you're watching as a fan. What an opportunity. Go and shut down your biggest rival's season whilst qualifying for the Champions League, going into the summer, signing better players. We should embrace it as fans, and I'll be embracing it. I'll be going crazy on the stream tomorrow. He said, on whether it takes the pressure off, for me, it's not about the pressure. It's about having that inner belief that tomorrow is the day. And tomorrow we want to achieve what we have earned. And I love that. I love that answer. That's the kind of talk I want to hear from you. On his prep, he said, we always do it. Just prepare the players for what they expect, how they can handle certain situations. Try to visualize them before they play. It won't be any different. On whether the game being rearranged is an advantage, he said there's so many things that are happened this season that makes it difficult to answer that question. What happened is a long time ago, this is the game we have to play. It's here nor there. It's here nor there. The game got called off. It is what it is. Shutting down Tottenham tomorrow. I'm telling you, man, I wish the game was today. Honestly, I wish the game was today. I can't wait for it. And whether Spurs are stronger now, he said, I don't know. Let's see tomorrow. It's true that it's many months ago, that game, and we are much closer to the end. The game has taken a much different level of importance. It'll be totally different. On whether he's looking for a striker in the summer, he said, I'm looking for the strikers that we have in the team. This is my focus. We have 3 games to go. That's the only thing I'm focusing on. probably a good answer, to be honest. On whether Edu has spoken about winning away at Tottenham, he said, yeah, we have spoken, not recently, but on many occasions, what they did that season, how they won, and it's great. That's why it's important to have ex-players around who have been through things that this squad have not been able to deliver yet, to share those experiences. Edu, of course, was there when we beat them and won the league. Let's get a few comments in, then we'll round up, people. We've been on for 55 minutes. 2,100 of you in the chat. Lick down that like button and subscribe. El Neni said, this is going to be the climax of the documentary. I hope so. I really hope so. Curtis, my brother displayed the 49 unbeaten on his phone, his laptop, every opportunity he had. And me staring at that picture every day was how I become an Arsenal fan. Do you know what? I might look for a 49 unbeaten background for tomorrow's 2 p.m. stream. I think we need inspiration tomorrow. Nice press conference. Yeah, Arteta was good. I like the focus. I like the determination. He didn't get carried away. But I actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Do you know what? Let me give credit where credit's due. That was a good press conference. That was minimal waffle. We have to smash them tomorrow, Big C. I can't wait. Stand up if you hate them. Yep, say no more. We stand up, man. We stand up them. We're not even saying their name. A Waffle House is open today. Every flavour is on sale, 50% off. That Man U game was cheap. Would have gone further. Daniel said, left me starving for some waffles. Curtis seeing the light. Listen, I hope so. I hope so, people. I absolutely hope so. Right, people, I'm out of here. 4:30 p.m. member stream. I'll put the link in on the community page. If you're a member, Platinum or Diamond, make sure you join me on that. Give me your opinions ahead of the game tomorrow. I'll be back at 2 p.m. tomorrow with a preview. We'll discuss the team lineup. We'll look at Tottenham's team news from their press conference. And then 6:45 tomorrow, an hour before kickoff, we're going to go live. And we'll do the watch-along. Biggest watch-along I think we've ever done on this channel. So, members, 4:30. Everyone, 2 p.m. tomorrow. And then 6:45 tomorrow evening. Biggest game of the season. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. I'll see some of you later on. And if not, I will see you all tomorrow. What a game it's going to be. Take care, people. Bless.